Yo, Wagwan, this is Dancehall Kid representing for Chamvary. Holan Makasa, we wanna hear Chamvary Panapa. Holan Makasa, to know the center stage. I watch Chamvary. Hona, you are the queen of the radio. Satan Baba Kwat, Napota. Ndiwe unopisa pastiri. Wakashi karira pa POWEOFM. Kana uri on the terror with the friends them. Aunga mbovunuka. Amanga mbokugona. Holan Makasa, we wanna hear Chamvary Panapa. Holan Makasa, to know the center stage. Panapa. Holan Makasa, we wanna hear Chamvary Panapa. Holan Makasa, to know the center stage. Panapa.
This is Center Stage with the latest and the hottest issues with Chamvary, brought to you by NMB Bank. NMB Bank, in pursuit of excellence.
mufudzi wangu hapana kana chimwe chandoshaya anondilatisa pamafuro manyoro anondigadzirira tafura pameri bevavengi vangu shimbo yake nemudonjo wake mwari wangu zvinondinyaradza saka nyasha nengoni zvinonditevera mazuva ose nyasha nengoni zvinonditevera
Minutes past 2 o'clock our time right now, and welcome to Center Stage, which comes through every Tuesday between 2 and 3 p.m. and each week we get a trending popular artist into the studio, personality, one that you know very, very well, but you still want to learn more about. And we get them to sit in our chair and we get to talk to them about a wide range of topics that have to do with them. This week we are absolutely honored, and I like that someone sent me a message and they said award-winning radio, outstanding journalist radio, and award-winning gospel artist. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in the studio. We got Janet Manyowa in the studio, and this program is brought to us by NMB Bank, and it comes through every Tuesday. So big shout out to NMB Bank. Thank you for coming through to sponsor Center Stage. So So NMB Bank is in partnership with Mama Money Transfers, and you can receive instantly forex remittances from family and friends from South Africa in USD cash. Hassle-free, safe, secure collection through Mama Money at any of the following NMB branches countrywide. To collect, simply visit any of our branches with your Mama Money reference number and your ID. The cash pickup points in Harare are Joiner City, Avondale, Southerton, Borrowdale, Masasa Excellence Center, and the NMB MTA and DSTV Center, which is corner First Street, and Kwame Nkrumah in Harare. And the other branches of NMB around the country are in Bulawayo, Gweru, Mutare, Mashingo, Chinoyi, Bindura. And our opening times are from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. On Saturdays, it's 8 a.m. till 11:30 in the morning. For the NMB MTA Center, the opening times on Saturdays are from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we're also open on holidays between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Collect your money through NMB Bank. No queues and change is no issue. US dollars is guaranteed. Cash, new clean notes are assured, and cash is paid out as you want. Thank you so much, NMB, for coming on to the show. Like I said, we have Janet Manyowa in the studio. Send us your messages on 0712-831-172, as well as we'll be opening up the phone lines a little later on. Please like and share our Facebook video, which is up on Power FM Zimbabwe. So I think I've done enough talking. Let's talk to Janet. I was telling her off air, and I said, if I could, well, I'm learning to sing, Janet. People say I can't sing, but that's their own problem because I'm not going to stop trying. But if I really, one day when I sing very well, I'm going to come and force you to do a collaboration with me. And if your managers or your management says, I will come on stage while you're performing.
With the way you were singing Muchengeti, I was actually wondering, why have I never seen you at one of my events singing Muchengeti?
I'm coming. Don't worry, I'll be there. And then you'll have to call me on stage.
Yes, so I will call you. It's a promise.
Shouting and singing are the same thing in my book. It's okay. I'll do the things. But we want to thank you for coming through to the show as well.
Thank you.
I know you're a very busy woman, and this has been a long time coming, trying to get you here.
Yeah.
So obviously, we don't want to do the boring questions because here at Center Stage, we're not boring like that. Mm-hmm. But we need to obviously just ask, where did the Janet Manyowa story begin? Mm-hmm. Where does it start? In the part where you got to singing and performing. I know. Mm-hmm. Well, I heard you grew up in Chegutu.
Yeah.
Small town girl.
Yeah.
Came to the big city.
Yeah.
And is taking over the scene. So where does the Janet Manyowa story begin? The persona that we've grown to love.
I think that started when I recorded my first single. I'm failing to separate Janet, myself, and the persona that you're talking about. But I grew up singing in church a lot. And then I was also I still am part of Celebration Choir, so I would record a lot with the team. But for me, I then stepped out to sing my first single 2015 with Comfort Manyame. Mm-hmm. And I think that's when it started. Yeah.
So you singing in a choir, mm-hmm. Let's just say a popular choir as well.
Yeah.
The standards, they have these amazing standards that we've all heard about.
Yeah.
How did that shape the persona that Janet Manyowa, the artist, became, the solo artist became?
In a huge way. I must say, when I was in the choir, I wasn't burnt on being a solo artist. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really in my radar. Growing up, I thought I was going to be a songwriter who would give their songs to other artists to sing. I just didn't see myself. I guess I just had a lot of fears. But I was then encouraged in...
Oops. Sorry about that. Sorry, producers.
No problem. I was then encouraged to step out of my comfort zone around that time, 2015. It's actually Munya who spoke to Comfort Manyame and said, I think my wife should record. And then they made the agreement, and then he just said...
He came home telling you like,
but this read Skype Mangwana. So
wow.
Yeah, that's how I stepped out.
And one thing I love about artists, singers, mm-hmm. is the way you sing and perform on stage is so different from who you are off the stage. Janet is so shy. I will force you to talk. But when the first time I met you, I was like, wow, she's so quiet. and I don't know why I built this persona in my this image in my head that you're a talkative person.
Okay.
But so this is why you felt you were never ready, because you're a shy person.
I don't think shy is the word. I guess I get if I'm comfortable,
right,
I'm okay. But I'm a very
introvert,
extroverted person. I'm actually very extroverted, but it's just the space that you find me in. I'm not gonna be very extroverted with people I'm not used to, but and I think that has contributed to the performer that I am. I don't think I would have done that as an introvert.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, how do you define your persona? Besides what you just said, that you're not really an extrovert, but you're also not an introvert.
I'm a vibrant person. I believe I'm full of energy. I'm always thinking and always, my mind is always thinking. I'm one of those people who has to find something to calm them down to sleep. Because I'm very vibrant. I'm passionate about whatever I set my heart to, I'm very passionate about it. But if my heart is not yet in it, my one.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Yeah.
Okay, so how have you evolved from where you started to where you are now? From 2015 Janet to the Janet that we have, who's taking home all these awards?
Yeah, it's like the evolution. Takashi Pauchi, stone age to what age? History. I think I've learned so much in the last 7 years that I've been in the public space, so to speak. My message is still the same. So I believe there are other things that have improved in my life or that have evolved, so to speak. But my message and my understanding of my call is still where it was. So I think that balance is very important. But I've also grown to be a mom of 3.
Aww.
So that comes with its own precious.
Someone's paying something. All right. We've seen in Zimbabwe, there seems to be, and I'll say this in quotes, a gospel template.
Okay.
As a gospel artist back in the day, you had to adhere to, in order for you to be deemed sellable. My hairstyle, how too wild. Unofana kumira at all times, uneka pose, and exactly. And you had a certain sound. You needed a certain sound and certain producers to make you big. But you came up with your own contemporary sound and way of doing things, which had hints of Afro pop in them, which we really didn't have in the gospel scene. It was there, but not as much as big as you brought it out to be. So how did you end up taking your own road so fearlessly?
Not even. I think it was just how we were packaging gospel music, or how it was packaged before, that it felt like it had to have a certain level of false humility for it to be sellable. But I believe God calls us to be who we are, and I've just packaged myself the way I would have packaged, let's say, my baking business. I was going to think outside the box. I was going to try and package it differently so that it can stand out. And I don't think I was looking at an old template or an American template. I was really trying to reach out to that person who's like me, who loves gospel music but doesn't really want to fall into another category. Neither are they too English. So I wanted my Shona and everything and who I am to be infused in my music, and that's how I've just done it.
All right. I like that you said, I want to speak about something you said. You said false humility. Now, can you just explain from your understanding how this has affected, we're not mentioning any names, but has affects an artist, how false humility affects an artist's persona, the business side of things, the music side of things? How does it affect the brand?
It does affect the brand a lot. False humility to me is trying to appear like something that you're not. So if you're confident in Christ, for me as a Christian, I believe whoever we are, God has called us to be that person, and we need to be confident to move in our purpose. So I'm not gonna do it well if I do it like my Soloma, because we are different. So I don't have to try and she's amazing. You need to meet her. When you meet her,
you want me to cry the day? I will cry for days.
It just comes naturally that she just speaks Vakanyorovera. But if I do that, I'm trying to pretend. So it's now a false humility. I have to be humble in the way that I am, without trying to be someone else, because that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah.
And in the end, when you lose that that face that you're wearing, and people see the real
exactly, then that's a problem. That's like you were pretending, and then we fell in love with the fake. Now the real one is out.
So how much work is put into into developing brand Janet Manyowa? Because you said in 2015 your husband and Comfort sat down and had this conversation, and so what work was put into deciding the person that you are today, the artist actually, not the person but the artist that you are today?
It has been a lot of years of investing in music. Late night hours. My husband and I for the longest time have been accounting professionals in our workplaces, so music really was an extracurricular activities. So it has come with a lot of work in trying to do what we feel God has called us to do, but still do it excellently, diligently. I think it has taken a lot of discipline on my end to manage my time. It has taken resources from us to pour into whatever we're doing, because sometimes people don't know that to do a song you actually have to pay for studio time. You have to pay a producer, you have to pay instrumentalist singers and all that, videos. So it has taken a lot of resources to build what you see today. And
I like the juicy bits. What's the most that you've ever spent on a video?
Yeah. I'm not Mr. Manyowa. He knows those figures well. Hey, let me give you a range.
Yes, give us a range, because the exact figure, people will be like,
but if I say it, no, I don't want to say.
All right,
the figure.
Plus or minus 5,000?
Plus.
7,000?
Plus
10,000.
And what is the most I've ever spent?
The most on one video?
Plus
20,000.
Almost.
Which video is this, so we can go back and... Can someone pull up? We need to confirm. You spent almost $20,000. No. I'm scushora or anything, but I'm thinking this is you, an artist.
Yeah.
This 20,000 as an accountant. So this is money that you would be sitting there thinking, and then you are putting out this video into an audience, and it's not only Zimbabwe, it's all over the world.
Yes.
That tends to criticize an artist's work.
Yes.
And you took that risk.
Yes, I would be driving something else right now.
Yes. We would all be driving. Something else.
Oh, we would all be there.
To my fuel saver, to change and all of that.
Yeah.
But you took that risk.
Yeah.
Why did you take that risk, Janet, to put that much amount of money, like I'm saying, into a video which you are not sure, are people going to like it, or are they going to be like, no?
High risk, high return.
Did it pay off?
Yes. High risk, high return is what I would say. I would also say, when you're passionate about something, you obviously weigh the cost, but you want to push the boundaries. There are other avenues that you might have to take that will be painful, but I've seen how the response we got from the rest of Africa from just that song. And you know what? I think I'm the wrong person to be answering these things about videos, because I go to videos kicking and screaming. I'm thinking, Sha, Marino Tokwana Maslab and all that to my management. But over time, I've come to appreciate that you need to put in, and over time, it comes back into that.
Y'all need to go onto YouTube and check out Ndimi. That video is lit.
Yeah.
That's the $20,000 video. It's lit. Big shout out to Mutsa Maurera. She says that Ndimi is fire, is amazing. Let's see. Kudzaida Miso also says that's a unique video. Nyasha Eugenia Mnemo says Ndimi is fire. Kudakwashe Chinjiwe says huge sacrifices. Wow. Definitely a lot of people must feel inspired, but we need to get this right because we don't want to confuse people.
Yeah.
At what point should you make that move? Yakuti huge results, huge gains require huge sacrifice. Because their last dollar, wanting to do it the Janet Manyowa way, and then it doesn't pay off. So at what point do we realize that this is probably worth it? Or as a new artist, an upcoming artist, at what point should they make that risk?
That's a very good analysis, Chamvary. I believe that, well, Ndimi was probably the not 7th or whatever, 10th video that we're done. So everything goes in stages. It's how much I spend for a song now is different to how much I used to spend for the first song. There's a certain growth and progression that everyone needs to take. The furniture that a big telecoms company, I was about to say a name, would use today.
Don't.
Would exactly. Thank God I remembered. What they would invest in today and what they did 20 years ago is different. So it's a progressive environment. It's a calculated risk. It's a risk, but it has to be calculated. You know, the Bible says, who just goes on to build a house without calculating the cost? You need to calculate, what am I trying to achieve from doing this? Is it going to reach the people that I want to? Do I have the reach already? What am I building? There are a lot of questions that go on in our heads in then doing whatever we do, in putting out Wawudze and spending how much. Sometimes a very low budget video, sometimes a high budget because maybe we're trying to reach Africa. And we have to take a bigger step.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you started off as a solo artist, did you start off with singles or did you start off with an album?
I always do singles. I believe in singles. I did 3 singles album. On Grateful, I did 4 singles. MADZINZA, Tomtendane. So usually people will follow my music know if I start doing singles,
an album is coming. And I need to ask you this because you are a successful gospel artist, and I always try to put this point across to other artists that ask for advice, upcoming artists that ask for advice. Do you advise that they should take the route of singles or an album first if you're a new artist?
If I were to give them advice, I would definitely tell them to go the singles route, because that then, you know, it's a lot of money to put into an album. These days we're talking about 15 track albums, and let's say you like money things. Let's say each song is costing you what?
800, the cheapest.
Okay, I'm not gonna say how much I spent. So
Sister Janet can my big figures.
Tombo to $300 because you can get a song if you're gonna use $300, and then usually Chamvary will pick one song that they will.
But 300 times 15.
In 15,
one, exactly.
So I would rather do singles, and give each song breathing space. And these days we're in the age of streaming, of YouTube, and most people who have made it didn't have to have 15 songs to break through to you.
All it takes is one song.
All it takes is one song.
All right. 0712-831172. Send us your questions. We've got Janet Manyowa in the studio. And some people, when they request songs on radio, Janet Manyowa, Anonzi Janet Manyowa. They butcher your name sometimes, girl. Josephine Jish is saying that laugh. She's got such an amazing laugh. This one says, Janet, you're amazing. Your voice is incredible. God bless you tremendously. Thank you so much for touching our hearts through your ministry, and God bless you. This is P. Provi, got in touch. All right, Janet, how long does it take for you to come up with a song? This is writing it, recording it. How long does it take? And are you one of those people that's difficult? I need something to be singing up. What takes long to approve the song?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm one of those people.
You're a perfectionist.
It's a good.
It's okay. I am one as well.
It's a good and a bad thing.
Okay. All right.
So it really depends. Ndi Jehovah was the fastest song I ever did, and that took in 3 weeks. I wrote the song on Thursday.
All up 3 weeks.
Yeah,
was quick.
Yes,
for one song. How long does one song take you?
Muchengeti. Okay, we're taking from the time you write the song, you have the concept in your head, putting instruments together and having everybody.
Genre, you're not 2 hours. It's okay. We're not going to mention the genre, but let's move on.
I thought you were propping me. 3 weeks wakapinga.
That's what I'm saying.
It was such a short time.
No, that's a long time in terms of other from what I've seen. But it took you 3 weeks. Mchengeti took how long?
With the back and forth and everything, and rewriting it and recomposing it. 6 months.
So this is why we end up getting this product that people love so much.
Yes.
Because you put time and effort into it. Don't feel bad. We had Alec Macheso in the studio 2 years ago, and then 2-3 years ago, and he said Ngai Bake took 3 months to record.
Exactly. Because sometimes you have to repeat, you have to finish. You have to finish the songs. I finished and I'm like, not for the beloved saints of the Lord. Let's relook at it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. And this is quite amazing that you're telling us. I think a lot of new artists will be learning from this as well. So this one I asked you years ago when I spoke to you, but we'll ask again. How did you get the amazing Shingisai Suluma onto a song to feature with you?
You
were fairly new back then.
The story with Mazuluma is quite interesting. So she reached out to me first on YouTube and said, well done, you're doing a great job. And then I got her digits from a mutual friend, and then I wrote her, and then we would just chat. Then I said, I want you to come to Zimbabwe. Then she said, well, if you want to sing with me, I'll come. And I'm like, we need to get her on, because obviously she was my inspirator. So I was so chuffed with the way it just came out. And then my producer did an amazing job with just putting Muchengeti together. And when she heard it, she loved it. And then we sang it together.
I love it. And that's why my voice is cracking, because I was shouting to the song in the studio. And we need to ask you this. There's been some talk and debates on Janet Manyowa's music. Your music is quite popular in the urban cities. However, Zimbabwe is a whole country and also has the rural communities. So as an artist, do you reach out to create a fan base in those areas, seeing as they too also need to benefit from your music? They need to hear the gospel and feel it.
The truth of the matter and of life, I need this to come out right. The truth of the matter in life is you cannot be all to all. Right? So there are other people in the urban areas who I actually don't even appeal to. Yeah. And then there are other people, because of what they prefer, I might never appeal to. But having said that, this year I'm going on tour, and I have a lot of people who write me from distant places who love my music, and I do try to reach out to them. But I don't think I'm going to try and change my sound to make sure I have everyone love me, because we are so many artists. Others are going to appeal there. At the end of the day, kanachitaroku gospel the fishermen are all doing their job to get the fish.
All right. Yeah. So in essence, you're also going to go on a tour. Like you said, you're going on a tour, and this will also help you to identify exactly where your fan bases are outside of the urban cities.
Yes.
I think that's a good idea. So your team is quite solid with your husband managing you. How do you guys manage to strike a balance between the marriage and the work life, especially when opposing opinions arise and decisions need to be made? You're two different personalities. You have your vision, he's got his vision. So batana papi and amuzoti like how does it work?
Yes, we are different people and we've had to learn. I always say the breakdown of any relationship then comes when you fail to communicate expectations and the meeting thereof of them. So what has helped maybe is just that open communication channel of being able to talk about the hardest things or the hardest fears that we would face. So there are times where he honors me as the artist and says, okay, I disagree with you, but I'm gonna honor you as the artist. And there are other times where I disagree with him and I say, I disagree, but I'm gonna honor you as my husband.
And that is not in the case.
We've agreed, but that's in agreement.
Okay. So the message came through from Gina. I'm a young mom and also a visual artist. I saw a video where you featured an artist. If you have upcoming videos, please continue to support the arts sector. On the future, as a woman, I'm seeking exposure. How did you get this upcoming artist, visual artist in?
Which visual artist?
Which video are you talking about?
It must be Makafani, that the one who had what do they call them? Who was painting as we were singing. Yeah. Please write to us on Facebook or on our WhatsApp number. Then what happens is some of these things are not planned. It just happens that a song comes and we're saying, oh, this song has to show the glory of God in horses. Then we're like, where can we find horses? Then we know where to find horses. So if you are just in our vicinity, we know, there's that lady who does flags or she does
some such dance.
Guys. Yeah, just write us.
You're right.
The
comparison of gospel and secular artists. This is a very, very interesting one. I love this question when it was posed to me. Is it fair to have the two categories being put under the same banner? For example, best female being put under one umbrella for awards, considering that gospel is a lifestyle and secular is not a lifestyle. It can include anything and different genres. But here you are, Janet, the gospel artist, being put in the same category with secular artists. Do you feel like you're a bit of a disadvantage as a gospel artist, seeing as they have no limitations as far as messaging and lifestyle? But I'm not saying there's a limit, but you have this lifestyle you have to adhere to as a gospel artist.
Yeah, I think my view is a bit I don't know. She's thinking carefully.
She's thinking carefully before she says it.
Because I believe that gospel. Okay, let me ask you a question. The tables have turned.
I refuse to answer. I plead the fifth. This is not an interview about Chamvary.
Is gospel a genre?
No, it's a lifestyle. Because
it's a message.
It's a message.
It's a message.
And it's also a lifestyle. You have to practice what you preach in order for the message to get across.
Exactly. Just like Rick Ross has to practice what he sings. So,
but he's always with different women though.
So
and that's what he sings about.
Where I'm getting to is, and this is my stance, unless I'm convinced otherwise. I believe that gospel is a message. It's not a genre. But we have decided that vanoimba zvese zvaMwari vachiridza mbira, vachiridza magitare, vanoridza hosho vese igospel. But dzimwe dzacho itori R&B, dzimwe dzacho itori jazz, dzimwe dzacho itori
Christian rap,
or whatever it is. So I think that gospel music is just a message, and which has got many genres. So having said that, I believe we should be put on the same pedestal with everybody.
If you're a female, pindamu female, yeah. Murima females.
Zvatiri kuimba ya second stage. Zvatiri kuridza or okay, this is, because if you do that, you're gonna then say, let's have Afro Jazz awards for Afro Jazz, and what if Vaneta Afro Jazz ye love mirap, Vaneta Afro Jazz ye gospel mirap, Vaneta Afro Jazz ye against drug abuse mirap.
So Wandisa,
I hope you get my point. Okay. So what I'm saying is we and papa zvakangofana nepamanotiridza music yedu pano pa station. Music we shouldn't be played on Sunday. It is just music.
Yeah.
It is R&B. If you are flowing in the mood of love songs or R&B or a certain vibe, you should have gospel in there. You should have every message in there.
That's what Nakita Mafenza. Janet is hilarious. Thank you so much, Kuda Kwashe, for getting in touch. All right, we're running out of time and we'd also like to open up the phone lines. Still on awards, you won a big award last year, the Best of Africa Gospel Award at the SABC Crown Gospel Awards. And this category was quite competitive.
Yeah.
Did you even think you're going to win?
I was hoping to win, yeah. But I didn't think I would win. But praise the Lord.
And what does winning an award, any award, have on you? What effect does it have on you as a person and an artist?
There's no effect.
I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, I am doing the right thing, but at the same time, I do not think I should be defined too much by awards. Neither should the way I see myself change.
God bless your humility. I'm not that way. Anyway. If you had not become a gospel singer and an accountant, is there any other profession that you would have taken up?
I'll probably be a comedian. So that person said I'm hilarious. I'll probably be in a designer of some sort, interior design, clothing design.
That's
something.
your thing.
Yeah.
Okay, girl, we see you. Yeah. All right, this is brought to us by NMB Bank 0242 498652 and 0242 498654. Get in touch with Mrs. Janet Manyowa. We got her in the studio. Please remember, this is a family listening station. Keep your comments clean. We got so many people that are tuned in, so we need to keep it clean. And you can also send us a voice note. Keep your voice note 10 seconds and below. We don't have a lot of time, and just get straight to the point as you speak to Janet Manyowa. Power FM, hello. All right, nobody on that line. Power FM, hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
You are talking to my Keisha in town.
All right, my Keisha, Tauraina Janet.
Hello, Janet.
Hello, my Keisha.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
We are fine.
Thank you so much for encouragement.
Sure, and baby, the other thing that I one gospel is no nakisa kuno artist yemnyika makwechirizwa because tetingona vek South Africa.
Hey, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh wow, thank you so much for getting in touch. Power FM, hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Truth in Budiro 5.
Go ahead and speak to Janet, Truth.
Okay, how are you, Janet?
Well, Truth, how are you?
I'm really fine.
Good.
I love your music very, very much.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Please keep supporting and listening.
I will support you forever.
Thank you.
Truth, what is your favorite? What's your favorite Janet Manyowa song?
Jimmy.
Yay, it's my favorite too.
It's not my favorite because it was an expensive video. Now. Power FM, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, Taylor from Maputo.
Precious, can you please remove your phone from loudspeaker and move away from the radio because you're quite faint. You're very, very faint.
Okay, hi.
Oh, Precious, we lost you. Come back, girl. Power FM, hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from? Anzadzi yangu ndokumbira kuti mutaurise amusutombonzwika kana phone iri pa loud ibvise. All right, when you call into the radio, please remove your phone from loudspeaker. I know you want to hear the conversation and people want to hear the conversation, but this is radio. We won't be able to hear you at all if if the phone is on speaker. You will not be audible at all. All right, let's play some voice notes that are coming through on the WhatsApp number 0712-831-172. We have Janet in the studio.
Hi, Janet Manyowa. I'm Noma from Mumhari. I love you so much. And your songs, I don't get it, and I don't sing whenever I'm down. My songs are I don't sing they're actually my prayers.
She sounds very emotional saying that to you.
Thank you.
When you write your songs, what are you envisioning happening to the person listening to the song?
What happens with me most of the time is these songs come from a place of meditation, or as long as I keep writing, I'm meditating a lot. If you see me not writing, the meditation is gone. So in most instances, those if not all instances, those songs will have spoken to me first before they speak to another person. And I believe that's a recipe for a good song.
All right. When it comes to collaborations, what is the policy? What do you guys do when it comes to collaborations? I asked this because some time ago, Takura went to Twitter and he said he wanted to do a song with you, and they asked for retweets, and there were retweets, and nothing came out of it. Well, we don't know that something came out of it, but we didn't hear anything after that. So what's the policy as far as collaborations are concerned?
Okay, so as far as collaborations are concerned, so I'm taking it collaborations outwards for me when I'm outwards when I'm collaborating with someone. Most collaborations are based on relationship for me, because I want to partner into something that I kind of understand and I know I can vouch for 20 years later. So you and I, Chamvary, we eat ice cream every day.
Yes.
Our children go to the same school, and we are always, I kind of know you, and it becomes easier for me. So for me, it's just a matter of guarding my message and how I partner. So it's not about another person being great or bad or good or what. It's just a matter of maybe at the time that you want to collaborate with me, when your voice is now 100%, like you say.
I'm getting this.
When your voice. What's also my schedule like? Maybe I'm also working on an album at that time. So
you didn't snub him.
It's gonna take 6 months for me to finish my album. So
it's not a snub. It wasn't a snub.
Your question was, what is my policy regarding collaborations?
And you said it's about connection.
Yes.
Okay. Let's leave it at that. 498-652 and 498-654. I mean, no one just connect. Not signal. Power FM, hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Nicola from Budiviro.
Go ahead and speak to Janet.
Hi, Janet.
Hi, Nicola.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay. I just wanted to tell you that I love your music so much.
I'm so honored. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Nicole. I loved her energy. I thought she was going to say something. I was ready to hear what Nicole had to say. Power FM, hello. Did you say? Isaac Taurana, Janet Manyowa.
Yebo, Andrade. Ndiripo.
Music nyine yatondiphiwa ngomana.
Ndinotenda. Munonyanya ufarira ipi?
Ndichiko karepoke kuti
Isaac, we lost you. I wanted to know Isaac's song.
Isaac calls in regularly to radio.
Oh, wow.
Isaac says Chamvary to me, but because I need gospel, unonti Chamvary. Janet nyokutano imba gospel. What is it, Tete Janet? Why else I need Tete Chamvary? Why? Why aren't you giving me that respect? All right, let's just play one more voice note before we close off the show. Let's hear what's there.
Hi, Janet Manyowa. Masomo wako anonditira zvekuti kunyanya iya inonzi ndiJehovha. Ndoida zvekuti inondisimudzira unogona kuimba. Ndinovimba kuti ucharelease something chinoramba chichisumudzira.
All right. That's from a fan.
I live for these testimonies, man. Thank
Amen. You
Yeah.
guys are getting emotional in the studio. But unfortunately, we've run out of time. What can we expect? What's coming up with Janet in 2022? What's going to happen with Janet in 2022?
A lot. This year I'm doing things a bit differently. Hopefully everything comes out together, and more concerts, more.
Tambotaura nyaya yetour, saka tour iri kuuya.
Nyaya yemato, nyaya yekuramba tingoparidza tingoti vese vakaremerwa vanzwe kurerukirwa neupenyu. Ndo saka tiripo.
Hugs to Janet.
Yeah.
Before we go, last words to the fans, to people who are not sure how they feel about you, who are sitting on the fence, do I like her or not? What are your last words to them?
To those sitting on the fence, just jump to the right side.
Come over.
Rather go to the extreme end, but don't be on the fence. Just move over. For everyone, especially Power FM listeners, I want to say thank you. I think my song was number 1. It was right. It was number 1 on Power FM. So I'm so grateful, and that's Ndi Jehovah. And thank you so much for voting, supporting. Happy Women's Day to every woman listening. Do not get weary in doing good. And to all the children listening, you are our future, and we're depending on you. May God bless everyone listening. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much to everybody that has been tuned in. Thank you to Ropa, BB, Melissa, Shingi, Chamvary, and Janet for coming through to the show.
This has been Center Stage with Chamvary. All the hottest and latest live. Tune in to Power FM every Tuesday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. NMB Bank, in pursuit of excellence.